Dear students and respected teachers, Namaste and welcome to today's English class. Today we are going to deal with a writing topic of Unit 15, and the topic for the writing is childhood experience. Do you remember your childhood? The activities you did in your childhood, the things you used to do, the dresses you used to wear, the foods you used to eat, the activities. Do you remember those things of your childhood? Obviously, isn't it? Whatever we did in our childhood, we still remember because those days were very interesting part of our life. We cannot forget those days. So, today I am here to share some activities and memories of childhood to share with you. I am here to share with you, and I encourage you as well to share your childhood experience and memories with your friends. Okay, in the class you can share your memories about your childhood, as I am going to do here now. You can share it later on with your friends and teachers over there. Okay. Talking about my childhood, what I remember is, yes, I used to be as naughty as any other children. Generally, children are naughty. So I was about 8 or 9 when I used to go to primary schools, and I used to go to school with my siblings, my elder sisters, as I was the youngest. I am the youngest member of the family, and I used to wear frocks. Okay, I did not used to wear kurta sarwal. Okay, at that time I used to wear frock, and I used to comb my hair in 2 plaits. Actually, I didn't used to comb myself. My mother used to comb my hair, and she used to make 2 plaits, and I liked it very much. And in school, I used to play with my friends a lot, and then I used to make a lots of fun with them. So those memories, always come as a flashback, and those memories makes me happy whenever I remember those moments. The silly activities that I shared with my friends and then my family, that always that makes me happy and cherished. Okay, to do it refreshes me to do something in present life as well, present day as well. It refreshes me, and it encourages me to carry on my daily activities these days as well. So similarly, you also might have your experiences of childhood, lots of experiences of your childhood. You share those moments with your friends. Okay, let me go to the slides. Those events, I'm going to show you in point wise. Okay, I'll show you point wise what I used to do. As you can go through page number 172, there are some activities, in A number. See there, make a list of activities. Make a list of things you used to do in your childhood. Okay, those activities. Engage yourself. Make a list of the things that you do when you were at primary level. So I have written here point wise. Okay, point wise. Number 1, I used to draw pictures. I used to play a lot. As I have already told you, I used to play a lot. I liked playing. I used to sing rhymes, nursery rhymes. Even in primary level, it was common. It is common these days as well, right? So I used to eat chocolates and ice creams a lot. Usually children like that, eating chocolates and ice creams. And I also liked at that time. I used to go to school with my elder sisters. Okay, so have you noticed what is repeatedly given here in statements, in all these sentences? What is repeated? I used to. Okay, I used to is focused here. Let me write here. I used to. This statement, I used to, is repeatedly shown there in all the sentences. I used to. I used to this structure. Okay, so let me focus this structure. This structure is used to express about your past habits. Okay, past habits, habitual actions. So this shows that you used to do that. It means now you don't do. Okay, present life, it is not true. So suppose, let me give you example. I used to drink milk. I used to drink milk, but now I drink tea. I used to drink milk, but now I drink tea. That means this was my past habit to drink milk. Okay, I do not drink it now generally. Like regularly in the past, I don't drink it now. But habit of drinking tea has been developed. Okay, now I do this. And while writing it into negative structure is I didn't. USE only. Okay, do not forget, most of the learners make mistake over here. Didn't is already, did is already there, that's why USE only use. I didn't use to drink. So opposite of the first sentence, right? I didn't used to drink tea. I didn't used to drink tea in my childhood. In my childhood, I didn't used to drink tea in my childhood. So these two structure we are going to focus throughout this class today. Okay, these structures you have already tried in former classes as well, right? As in the beginning of the, this is we are quite at the end of the unit 15. In the beginning of the unit 15, there was these structures, use of structures even in the poem of past and present. Their writer shared his childhood in the poem, right? I remember how poet shared his childhood memories. He shared that he used to live in a small house and there used to be a small window, how he used to play with his brother. So all those things he shared in his poem. So the structure started from very beginning of this unit, and today in writing form we are going to practice it. Okay. So now let's move to the slide again. Okay, look at the slide. Okay, time for writing. Another exercise in B number, there is, do you remember your childhood days? Do you still have the same habits you had in your childhood? Write an account of your childhood experience. This is what we are going to do now. We are going to write an account of childhood experience. I am going to share some of experience of mine, and you are not going to copy it. Okay, so look how to write these things properly, and then later on you can write your own. So before writing an account of my childhood, I have prepared a rough draft regarding how to write childhood experience. So I start with the introduction. The most precious days of the life. Okay, I am going to start with this line. The most precious days of the life, the time that cannot return again, but the exquisite treasure of our heart. So the childhood days are just like treasure. Okay, we treasure valuable things for us. And so what next paragraph I am going to write about what I used to do, list of the things I used to do. Next paragraph. So I used to be restless. Okay, usually children are restless. They do not like to stick to the one thing. They keep on moving here and there, restless. I used to be restless. I used to dance with my friends. I liked dancing, and I used to dance with my friends. And I used to read fairy tales. So I like reading fairy tales. You also must have read about read fairy tales like Cinderella, Rapunzel, and even a series of J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter, right? It is very interesting to read. And I used to play with my siblings, my sisters, brothers, sisters, siblings. I used to play. And I used to eat chocolates and ice cream a lot. So these are the activities I used to do. And what I didn't used to do, okay, didn't used to do. So I didn't used to roam around, okay, to go out of the house and roam around with friends. I didn't like that. I didn't used to do my do any household works, okay, daily household works. As a child, I used to play a lot. I liked playing a lot. And I didn't used to be serious at studies, not so much serious about study in primary level, okay. And then I didn't used to watch movies. I didn't like movies. And then I didn't used to listen music as well. As I used to sing rhymes, I liked rhymes so much. So I didn't used to listen other musics. Okay, conclusion. Okay, so as a whole, what conclusion can be drawn is, our life is full of memories, but childhood memories are the best. Okay, childhood memories are the best, full of memories. So what we are going to do now is, I am going to write it on the board about my childhood experience. You have a look, read, and then you start thinking about your own. And after I write here, read, and then you try your own writing. Okay, so you don't need to copy it. Let me write here on the board. My childhood experience. Are you ready? Shall I write? Okay. The most precious days of human life are childhood days. That is why childhood experiences and memories are always close to our heart. The fun we made during the games we played and silly activities we did are always fresh in our mind. And those days certainly bring smile in our face whenever it strikes us. There are plenty of childhood experiences of everyone. Some of mine are as follows. Okay, this is the first paragraph. Let me read out for you. The most precious days of human life are childhood days. Okay, no doubt. That is why childhood experiences and memories are always close to our heart. Okay, so close to our heart. And the fun we made during the games we played and silly activities we did are always fresh in our mind. So we always remember those activities, silly activities we did in our childhood, and that refreshes us in present life as well, as I told you before. And those days certainly bring a smile in our face, okay, whenever it strikes us. So there are plenty of childhood experiences of everyone, they have their own childhood experiences, and some of mine are as follows. Okay, now I am going to share about mine. It means, okay, let me write this here. Next paragraph. This is about a time when I used to study at primary school. Okay, primary school, primary level. I was a girl of 9 years old. I used to be restless. Okay, chuk garnu, right? Restless. I used to play with my friends and dance with my siblings. I used to read fairy tales and used to imagine myself as a character of the very story. Chocolates and ice creams were my favorite foods and used to eat a lot. Okay, here I have mentioned all what I used to do. Okay, I did not mention about what I didn't used to do. So I mentioned all I used to do. This is about a time when I used to study at primary school. I used to go in the primary school when I was in primary level. I was a girl of 9 years old. I used to be restless. This is all about past. I used to be restless, okay, as a child. I used to play with my friends and dance with my siblings. Did you dance with your friends and your siblings, your brothers, sisters? Obviously, isn't it? In our childhood, we used to do that. And I used to read fairy tales and used to imagine myself as a character of the very story, means same story. So I read that deep, that go that deep, that I think myself as a character of the story. And chocolates and ice creams were my favorite foods and I used to eat a lot. So I used to like it a lot in my childhood. So these are what I used to do. And now next paragraph I am going to write what I didn't used to do. Okay. So can I draw first paragraph? Okay, I am going to draw this side. Okay. Now let's write what I didn't used to do. Next paragraph, this is though I used to be restless, I didn't used to go out and roam around. That was one of my good habits. I call it good habits. But I didn't like to do household chores, so I never used to do household works. I was not so good at studies too because I didn't used to be much serious about it in my primary level schooling. Watching movies and listening to music were a sort of grown up activities for me. That is why I didn't used to do those things in my childhood. Okay, these are the things I didn't used to do in my childhood. See here, you focus on the structure, okay. Though I used to be restless, I didn't used to go out and roam around. That was one of my good habits. But I didn't like to do household chores, so I never used to do household works. Here never were already there, so that's why I used to. I was not so good at studies too, because I didn't like to do household work, and I wasn't good at study too, because I didn't used to be much serious about in my primary level schooling. So when we were young, we don't pay much attention in study, right? Watching movies and listening to music were sort of grown up activities, so I didn't used to do. So you can see here, here I used to, okay, I used to, this structure, okay, positive used to, and here this side didn't used to, didn't like, okay, never word is here, so, and then I didn't used to, right, these structures. So focus on this structure, focusing on this structure, what I used to do, what I didn't used to do. So as a conclusion, let's draw the conclusion now. Last paragraph. The conclusion is now, our life is full of memories and experiences, but childhood practices are never to be forgotten. Joyous moments of childhood, our childhood, even cherish our present life. So anyone would like to remember and go back, okay, this is back, not back, back to their childhood days. Okay, this is just the conclusion, okay, there is no use of structure used to, this is just the conclusion. So our life is full of memories and experiences, but the childhood practices are never to be forgotten. We cannot forget those moments, because they were joyous moments of our childhood, okay, that even cherish our present life. So anyone would like to remember and go back to childhood days, but we cannot go back to those days. We can just remember and enjoy those days. So this is experience sharing. And now let's move to another activity. Look at the slide, okay. Okay, look at this. C number, follow-up activity. Share your experience with your friends and what you used to do when you were at primary level. Try to remember at least 10 interesting activities that you used to do and did not used to do. These all activities are similar. Time for writing B also similar to this. So what you can do is you can merge up both. So do as a one activity. First of all, you list out the things you used to do and didn't used to do, and then after as a whole what we did on the board. Write your experience, account of an experience of your childhood as a whole, Okay, so example is also given here, starting line given, when I was 8 years old, I used to play skipping with my friends at school. So you can start even in this way as well. Okay, so you do it later on. Now, okay, let's move to project work. There's a project work. Visit a place nearby, ask someone, elderly people, about the changes that took place there within the last 10 years. Then write it on chart paper and paste it on the school wall. So simply what you do is go around your school area, ask some elderly people, the people who are a senior and who had seen the place a long time ago as well. There must be changes, and ask for the changes, what changes have taken place, and write it on the chart paper, what there used to be before. Okay. For your easiness, I will show some pictures. Okay, I'm going to show you some pictures to compare the things. This is just like comparing what used to be there, now how is it in the present. So either you can, what you can do is, either you can go around, you can make questionnaire, go around and ask elderly people, or you can simply surf net. You can see pictures of past, and then you can compare and find out. Okay, example for okay, look at this picture. This is what picture around my school, present school. Okay, Bhaktapur Darbar Square, before and after earthquake 2072, earthquake of 2072. So before earthquake, there used to be very beautiful temples. Okay, you can see this temple, Vatsala temple it is called. Temple is there. Tourists used to be there. Okay, tourists used to come there, and they used to take photographs. Okay, and even local people used to roam over there to spend their vacations or their spare time. They used to enjoy there. But after earthquake, now the temple has been destroyed. The temple is destroyed. People, local people, these are not tourists, maybe tourists also. People are worried, not happy, worried about this place. Similarly, this is another picture of the next square near to the previous picture. You can see a long porch over here. Dalam we call it in Nepali, right? Porch, and that has been destroyed after earthquake. People used to come here, sit at the porch, and they used to talk, and that is not there after earthquake. See, this is a picture of Taumadi Square. You can see cluster of houses around the temple. This is 5-storied temple, and it has been destroyed after the earthquake. And this is the main entrance of Bhaktapur Darbar Square, wide gate we call. The gate is also destroyed in earthquake. Now it is being built. The reconstruction work is going on, and hope the construction will be completed soon. Okay, so these are the changes, what used to be there and what is now. It is also a comparison. Okay, so this is almost finished. Now one fun corner is there. Look at their fun corner. Okay, this is for the fun, and it has got double meaning. Find the double meanings of these pawns. Okay, these are pawns just for the funs. Okay, just for the fun. Number A, I used to work in a bank, but I lost interest. Interest here has double meaning. One is bonus interest, and another is interest of interest mean your desire. Okay, so I used to work in the bank, but I lost interest. I didn't. One meaning is lost bonus, another is lost desire. And number B, I used to be a doctor, but then I lost patience. Patience, patient, sounds similar when we pronounce. So being a doctor lost patience or the tolerance. See, that is the double meaning. And number C, I used to be a history teacher, but there was no future in it. History has no future. Okay, and next meaning is the history teacher, he did not he couldn't stick to it because he did not see his future there. Number D, I used to sell computer parts, but I lost my drive. Drive here mean computer parts. One meaning is that. Another is interest of selling computer parts. Drive is another is interest. Number E. I used to be a transplant surgeon, but my heart wasn't there. Just wasn't there. Okay. So, transplant surgeon, what is the work of transplant surgeon? To transplant major organs of human like heart and other kidney, like other organs. And his heart was not there, I mean his interest was not there and heart was not there to transplant. So, two meanings that. Number F, second last. I used to work in a glue factory, but couldn't stick with it. I mean, couldn't stay with the work. And another meaning is sticking is the work of glue, couldn't stick with it. Number G, last. I used to work as an electrician, but the pay was shocking. The pay was shocking maybe due to it was high payment or low payment. It was shocking. And another is shock, electric shock. So, that is a double meaning. So, this is the end of today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed this lesson a lot and even learned how to share your childhood experience. As I told you in the beginning, share your own experience with your friends and teachers nearby you and get feedback from them using the structure you used to and didn't used to. That's all for today. Thank you. Namaste.